What's up, y'all? So, okay, it's early and I'm up. I'm about to get ready for work. But I had to tell y'all, like, I thought about this. It's so funny how when you work for somebody, you take on the responsibility or you feel like you're entitled. Like you really feel that you're entitled to the things that are they don't really belong to you, but you feel like it's supposed to belong to you. The fact that carriers don't want you to use their so-called vehicles because they think that they're their vehicles, it just shows that people get to that level of entitlement and they start to work somewhere, a job that was created for them, right? And somebody else created that for them. They didn't create it for themselves, but then they start to feel entitled over the thing that somebody else created for them. That is crazy. That's crazy because that truck don't belong to you. So you shouldn't even be mad that somebody is having to use that truck other than you. I mean, that's just absolutely bizarre. But it's crazy that people have taken on that mentality to feel like, oh, this belongs to me. This don't belong to you. This belongs to the company that you work for. You work for that company and you use those things to help you get the job done that you need to get done. And everybody else should be able to use those things to get the job done that needs to be done as well. But you have people that really feel like that these things are theirs. These things don't belong to you just because you've been driving this thing. You've been driving this thing for 20 whole years. And guess what? You forgot that it wasn't yours. You forgot that this thing that you've been driving for 20 years doesn't belong to you. It don't belong to you. And we get this feeling of entitlement. Instead of trying to take on to something that doesn't belong to you and claim it as yours, create something that's actually yours. Create something that you can actually say, this is mine. And look here, I know that shouldn't nobody be touching it because this is mine. I created it. But you can't have that type of entitlement when you work for a job and somebody else is creating it for you. How can you have the entitlement of don't touch this, don't touch that, don't touch my truck? That ain't your truck. That don't belong to you. People will say, park my truck back in my parking spot. You have been in this thing for way too long. They got you over here thinking that you really, really have control over this thing, that you really do have a say so, that this is really yours. It's not yours. They can snatch that away from you at any given time. Any given time, that can all be gone. It can be gone. Yet people do not understand that these things don't belong to us. And it's a reason why they treat you the way they treat you. They make you feel the way they make you feel. And of course, they're going to let the senior carriers feel like they're actually like in this thing and they have a part of it because you've been working for them for so long. Why wouldn't they? They realize that out of everybody you stuck around for 30, 40 plus years, you stuck around to make their dream come true. And they see that. So they're like, yeah, we're going to make sure, we're not going to let you get above yourself, but we're going to make sure that you're okay. Because that's what the system is programmed to do, to make sure that you're okay. But it's crazy that we get this feeling of entitlement from something that doesn't belong to us. You feel like something is yours when you really didn't even create it. Yeah, you helped to run it. But that's because you didn't want to go run your own dreams. So you chose to run somebody else's. And when you signed over, you said, I'll do it. So you did it. But that don't mean it belonged to you. That just means that you decided that you were going to trade your time for that money. I mean, we got to look at it for what it is. And the reality of it is that we have entitlement issues where we feel like this is supposed to be mine because I put in 20 years for you. You put in 20 years for them because you couldn't put in 20 years for yourself and you didn't want to put in 20 years for yourself. That's why you put in 20 years for them. And they know that. And it's crazy for us to even feel like because we put in some time to somebody that we actually own the establishment that they created to actually help you because you didn't want to put in the time. It's crazy. Park my truck back in my spot. That ain't yours. Come on. I mean, it just lets me see that if you don't wake up, you're going to be forever asleep. I'm here to wake you up. I'm here to wake myself up. Y'all know what it's like for me to actually wake up and realize that this place don't care nothing about me. That I was actually claiming something, feeling like I was entitled over something that didn't belong to me. That don't belong to you. That job don't belong to you. When you leave there, that's it. That's it. It can't keep making money for you. You need to do something that you can do for yourself. So if just so happens they don't want to do it for you anymore, you still know how to make it work. A job was never meant for you to just go there and work for the rest of your life and do that day in and day out, get hurt, get abused mentally and physically, and then have to come home and try not to take that out on your family. Try not to relive those moments. Try not to go through a depression spell. It was never meant for us to be in that situation. A job was solely there to help you get to where you need to be. But guess what? They got you trapped in by making you feel as though they cared about you, when it was just the system. It was just the way the program was set out to be. They never cared about you. And when I got injured, I seen that. I seen that they never cared about me. I seen that I was just another piece of meat. I seen that. I seen that I had entitlement issues over something that didn't belong to me. And how did I know it didn't belong to me? Because whenever they felt like it, they took it away whenever they felt like it. They fluctuated my hours whenever they felt like it. And if you're solely depending on that, guess what? They're controlling your finances. They're controlling your mindset. They're controlling your every day, your every move. They know how much time you have to yourself and how much time you don't have to yourself. They're controlling it all. The system is controlling it all. They're programming you to the T and you don't even realize it. You have to wake up. You have to tell yourself that you want more for yourself. You have to. You have to stop claiming things that don't belong to you and claim the things that belong to you. But guess what? You can't be lazy about it. You got to put in some work. You got to tell yourself that I'm in it. I'm going to really do this for myself. I'm not going to allow somebody else to make my dream for me or tell me what my dreams should be. Instead, I'm going to create my own dreams. I'm going to tell myself that I can do this. I'm going to do this for myself because I see that if I go and do it for them, they're not going to treat me the way that I need to be treated. So if I want it done correctly, I must do it myself. If you want it done correctly, you must do it yourself. I'm done, y'all. But like I said, that truck and that parking space, if you're one of them, that thing does not belong to you. Okay? It does not. So get over it. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace out.